Hi there, I hope you are doing great. In this video, I'm going to talk about Anglo-Saxon period. I am going to introduce you with the background of this period, the historical and political situation of this period. If you are a beginner or you have started your journey with English literature, you will see that the very first chapter of your history of English literature book is Anglo-Saxon period, or it is also called Old English period. And we sometimes feel it a bit difficult to understand this chapter. One, because the use of archaic language, and secondly, because the historical background is a bit confusing. So that's why I'm making this video to clarify the background. Let us see. So it is a big picture of the modern world map. I have taken it from the Google thanks to geology.com. So in this picture, I have marked the British Isles. You can see it in this red mark, the yellow patch of land in this huge ocean, blue ocean. This is the Britain Isles. And this is Europe, and the European mainland is not very far away from the Britain. You can see the European mainland, Germany, France, Spain, these are all countries of Europe now. So at this time, at present time, Rome is the capital of Italy, but the time we will be talking about is when Rome was a big empire, a very big part of Europe itself. So let us see. The earliest people who lived in Britain were called the Celts. Okay. So the earliest people who inhabited in Britain were called Celts. The Romans invaded Britain in the years around 43 AD to 84 AD. This time period, 43 AD to 84 AD, Romans attacked and invaded Britain. Okay, they started to live in Britain. So, as I told you, Rome was a big empire. It was even divided into two parts: Eastern Roman Empire and Western Roman Empire. I'll soon going to show you the map. Here I've added a note. AD means Anno Domini. It is a Latin word that means in the year of Lord. It actually means after the birth of Jesus Christ. So in present time, as we say 2023, 2022, so these are all after the uh, birth of Jesus Christ. In contrast to BC, BC means before Christ. So whenever we are reading dates and years, we need to see this AD or BC. It is talking about AD, so it is like normal thing after the Jesus Christ birth. 43 AD to 84 AD. This time, what happened? Romans invaded Britain. They started to rule in Britain, in easy words. So their Romans built up a structuralized administration in Britain. So they started their own systems of ruling, and they were ruling. Everything was going pretty fine until the barbarians started to attack the Roman Empire in 5th century AD. Now, barbarians. Who are barbarians? We are going to talk about it. Before that, take this note again. 5th century implies the time period between 401 to 500 AD. So century means 100 years span. All right. So 401 to 500 AD, this time period is known as 5th century. So the term barbarians, who were barbarians who attacked the Roman Empire? Barbarians was actually used for the non-Roman tribes, Germanic tribes like Franks, Saxons, Ostrogoths, Vandals. They were strong, powerful fighters. They were Germanic tribes. Okay, they were called the barbarians. Now you might feel that the word vandals is a bit familiar to you, because the word vandalism, which is very popularly used today, this vandalism word is originating from the word vandals. It means people who cause destruction. So they were strong tribes, and they were powerful fighters. So they started to attack the Roman Empire. Now, here see division of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire was divided into two empires: Western Roman Empire and Eastern Roman Empire. You can see the huge part of British Isles itself was a part of the Western Roman Empire. That's why same color has been used to mark these two areas. So the capital of Western Roman Empire was Rome, and capital of Eastern Roman Empire was Constantinople. The Roman Empire was divided into Eastern and Western empires. The capital of the Eastern Roman Empire was Constantinople, and of Western Roman Empire was Rome. The strong and powerful barbarians, I talked about it, they were the Germanic tribes like Ostrogoths, Vandals. So these were, see, Saxons, France. They attacked the Western Roman Empire, all right, and they caused the fall of Rome. That means they destroyed this big, strong, powerful Western Roman Empire. However, the Eastern or Byzantine Roman Empire lasted for 1,000 more years until the Ottoman Turks conquered it in the 15th century. It is like a note I added here, because the Eastern Roman Empire was unharmed. Okay, Eastern Roman Empire was unharmed. There was no problem with it, and it survived 1,000 more years. 1,000 more years means 10 centuries more. 1 century means 100 years, so 10 centuries mean 100 into 10, that is 1,000 years. So in this situation, the Romans left Britain to save their homeland from the attacks of the barbarians. As we can understand, their own homeland was in danger because powerful Germanic tribes were attacking it. That's why the Roman rulers who were ruling in Britain, they came here in their own homeland to save their homeland from the barbarians. So you can understand that at that time, the British Isles would be left with no strong ruler. So, see, Britain was left with no strong ruler at this time. Many groups and tribes like Scots, Picts, Irish, and Barbarians started to attack Britain. As at that time there was no ruler in Britain, they have gone to their own homeland to save their country. So that's when they took the situation in their own hand and tried to attack it. Scots, Picts, Irish, and Barbarians started to attack Britain. We learn about a 5th century warlord in Britain, 5th century warlord whose name was Vortigern. Okay, this man was a warlord in Britain. From the writings of Bede and Gildas. Who were Bede and Gildas? Bede and Gildas were chroniclers, historians, writers, and monks. We will know about Bede and Gildas more in our next videos. They wrote books which were very important. So Vortigern invited Hengist and Horsa. Who were they? They were leaders of strong German tribes to assist him in fighting against the attackers. British Isles was left with no strong rulers. So attackers started to fight with the warlords present in the country, in the British Isles, and people like Scots, Picts, Irish, and Barbarians, they started to attack Britain. And so the warlord named Vortigern tried to um, seek help from these two men, Hengist and Horsa. Okay, Hengist and Horsa, they were the leaders of strong German tribes. He wanted their assistance to fight against the attackers. But Hengist and Horsa were two Germanic brothers who led three powerful tribes, Angles, Saxons, and Jutes. And they led these tribes to Britain. And these Germanic tribes invaded Britain in the 5th century. So actually, Vortigern wanted their help, but Hengist and Horsa led their tribes, Angles, Saxons, and Jutes, to Britain, and they started ruling in Britain. The name Anglo-Saxon period originates from the tribes Angles and Saxon. You can understand Anglo-Saxon is the term. Anglo-Saxon is like a mixture of Angles and Saxons. Around the 8th century, there were seven powerful kingdoms of Anglo-Saxon England known as heptarchy. Why heptarchy? The word hept means seven. That's why. So when these tribes, Angles, Saxons, and Jutes, they were ruling in Britain, they created seven strong, powerful kingdoms in Anglo-Saxon England. They were known as heptarchy. According to Bede, Angus settled in East Anglia, the Saxons in southern England, the Jutes in Kent, and Isles of Wight. Here is a picture I found from Wikipedia. Thanks to Wikipedia, this picture shows, see, heptarchy, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These seven regions, seven kingdoms were known as heptarchy. Here you can see Northumbria, Mercia, Wessex, Essex, and Sussex, Kent, and East Anglia. Here Wessex means West Saxon, Essex means East Saxon, and Sussex means Southern Saxon. Major dialects of the Old English period were Northumbrian, Mercian, West Saxon, and Kentish. Dialects, we know that dialects develop in different regions of a big land, right? Different regions have different dialects. Why dialects are important? In our next videos, when we will read about literary works, you will see different dialects were used to write maybe different literary works. That's why these terms will be helpful for you if you just know it, what is there. They are actually dialects. Okay, so Northumbrian, Mercian, West Saxon, and Kentish, and you can understand they have originated from the name of the places: Northumbria, Mercia, Wessex, Kent. These are the places, and according to the places name, the dialects have originated. Names of dialects have originated. So here I tried to explain and clarify the idea about history of Anglo-Saxon period. I hope it was helpful to you, and in the next videos we will discuss about the literary works, which is very important. And if you have any confusion, any queries, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching.